to come into the X factor, we're going to start with a swing behind the back, and we're going to sit down. Okay, so we pull the swing down and let it be underneath our bum. And then we're going to take the leg loops, and we thread them over the shoulders. So one leg loop goes underneath both shoulders, and then we do the second side. Leg loop underneath both shoulders. So go ahead and get into this position. So once we're there, we're going to take the outer leg loop. Sure. Let's start it again. Okay. Yeah. Underneath both shoulders. And then the second one underneath both arms. So they're underneath the armpits. And then you lean back and you have an X in front of you. That's why we call it the X factor. Yes, good. And then we have our elbows. So the space right here, there's an X in front of us, and then leg loops at the side. We bring our elbows through that spot. So then the outer leg loop is on the shoulder. Yeah, awesome. So this is the first position. We push the swing down to the knees. Push the hips up towards the sky and lean back. It should feel really good. You have this big squeeze on the shoulders. I know, it's so good. So go ahead and just wiggle a little from side to side. The more you push your hips up towards the sky and lean back, the better the massage here. So this is really therapeutic for the neck and shoulders. At the same time, we want to make sure that there's no pressure on the actual C7 joint, that the swing, that the leg loops are right on top of the trapezius muscle. And then I like using the chillaxin arms, which is a nice way to relax. Or go ahead and extend the arms out towards the sky. And extend the arms straight back behind you and towards the ground. But just make sure you're in a place where you can really hang out. So the more that we just wiggle and stay here, you can take a break and drop the hips and then come back up. Undulate a little bit. You're going to get a great massage for the neck and shoulders. Now this is a place of tension for many people. So this is a great pose to just get into. Hang out for about 5 minutes and wiggle a little bit from side to side to release the buildup, to unwind that tension in the neck and shoulders. So this is a great position for anybody. So this is stage 1. We're not going to stay for 5 minutes, but we'll just fast forward. So stage 2 is when we reach for the swing. So our hands reach back for the swing. We're going to slide it up. Go ahead and enjoy the leg massage while you do that. So keep weight in the legs. The feet are going to come down. You're going to bring the swing all the way up to the top of the hips, above the butt. Keep leaning back and push the swing away. Okay? So when we're here, we're going to wrap the legs wide and then hook the feet in front. Knees can stay bent out to the sides. And then we're going to try the same thing. So we're going to drop the hips down. And then we're going to push the hips up. So I like using chillaxin arms, or you can have the arms extended. You can also hold on to the leg loops and just help get them into a good position. But go ahead and hang out here. So I have like Baddha Konasana legs, my feet are together. Yeah. And then, yeah, there it is. This is a little bit more intense, right? You get a stronger stretch here. So go ahead and see if there's an arm position that works for you. I like chillaxin arms and then Baddha legs. Now if you wiggle a little bit from side to side, you're going to get an amazing massage for the neck and shoulders. So see if you can find your sweet spot. See if you can find the place where you're getting the maximum openness. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and go into stage 3. So the last stage, as you reach up for the outer leg loops, you extend your legs up the swing, and you're going to go ahead and pull yourself into a shoulder stand. So when you pull yourself up, you're going to position the leg loops into a good place, and then you go ahead and let straight arms, straight legs down, hands are pointing down towards the earth, and then gently turn your head a little bit from side to side. Amazing, right? Just a real deep pressure point for the tops of the shoulders. Really good for people who sit, drive a lot of computer work, a lot of emotional tension, any sort of stress in the body starts to get, we're wringing it out. And then we can just wiggle. I like to twist a little bit from side to side, so I'm looking over the left shoulder, and then I'm looking over the right shoulder, and then I'm getting this nice tractioning down the side of the neck. It's really worth getting into the pose. It takes a little bit to get the leg loops in a good spot, but once you're there, it's like you hit the jackpot. All right, 5 more deep breaths here. Just see if you can relax into it a little bit more, whatever that means for you. And then our transition is real slow and simple. We simply drop the hips. We start to lower our hips towards the ground, and then we start to bend the knees. We're reversing. Go ahead and come back into the chillaxin arms, bending the elbows and clasping the fingers behind the back of the head. Wiggle a little bit from side to side. Maybe tuck in, do a crunch. Look towards your navel. Stretch the back of the neck. Really good. Okay, we're going to do a different transition today because I like to end with a little bit of a back stretch. We're just going to take the leg loops and let them, so my hands come around, and I'm pressing the leg loops out to the sides, and then I'm going to lean back so that they wrap around the waist. Okay, so get the leg loops around the waist and off the shoulders, and then you're going to be fully extended. There you go. It's an easy way to transition. Really nice, right? So we can do wide straddle with the legs. We can stay in Baddha Konasana. Go ahead and take your hands, push into the upper thigh and lengthen the torso. This is a nice way to get a deeper stretch for the upper back. It should feel really good to get all of this pressure. So now it's squeezing and wringing out the quadratus. That SI joint is starting to release. Okay, feet are just relaxed. So you can relax them out to the sides, or you can relax them in Baddha Konasana, feet together. So just go ahead and take a moment to enjoy the supported inversion. This is going to be our last pose for today. One other nice stretch is go ahead and pull the back of the neck down towards the ground. So chin slightly tucked into the chest. Not too much effort, just a gentle opening for the atlas and occipital ridge. Beautiful. And then let's go ahead and just hang for a couple breaths. Clasp the elbows. This is called Peaceful Warrior. Just really get some peace of mind and some joy in the heart here. Just let everything go. Let yourself be fully suspended in the inversion. Really good. So go ahead and just let your hands drape over your head, Barbara, and clasp the elbows, and just relax into it for a couple breaths. Nice. Easy breezy. Okay. One more deep inhalation. When we exhale, we're going to reach up and just grab for the swing. Bring our legs out wide. So we're going to do some scissor kicking to come down. So we do a sit-up, and then we're going to let ourselves come to sit. So when we have our feet on the ground, you're going to take the leg loops and pull them. We're going to thread ourselves through. So you're going to pull the leg loops apart and then pop out. Et voila. You'll have a little bit of a tangled weave, but it's okay.
Beautiful.
Isn't that great?